I'm double ticking, I'm picking a side, I'm fucking.
Okay, so you've gone over commands versus explanations, or informing commands versus, let's just say, explanations, right? I call this like narrating as well. Like, I'm doing this. I don't know why, like, a lot of coaches and a lot of like pro players are okay with saying, like, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this. Like, most of the time it's fine. But if you're trying to like be more coordinated, it's just easier to say push and two, like you could combine these two, right? You could like combine these like, I'm doing this and then like push, 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 right? There's a huge difference between just saying I'm doing this. Like, the issue with only explanations, is that you're not controlling your team at all. Like, you can hear that here. Listen to this.
I need help, this one. No, 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 help. Evan one. Oh, where?
Okay, let's listen to Zero. He keeps saying, I said what I was doing. Hold on, let me adjust the volume so you can actually hear it.
Bro, I said what I was doing. Get the fuck. What? I said what I was doing. Gave like 10 seconds.
First of all, that was not 10 seconds. Second of all, he kept saying I said what I was doing, as if that's enough, but it clearly wasn't. You know what I mean? Like, do what works. It's not about theory, it's just about like doing what works, right? So what would have worked, I think what could have been a better, I don't know if this works, but like, I'm pretty sure it would work, just say push, 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 right? And you don't have to do anything complicated. You don't have to be like, push through the door, go left, that kind of a thing. Just say push, 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 push. And then if Zero delayed his push on the right side by like 1 second, they would have pinched TSM like perfectly, right? Now, like, quick thing is, this kind of applies to everything, but timing is significantly more important than speed, right? So Zero was going for speed. He was rushing it. He rushed his like pincer attack, this pinch. And the other thing is, like, he like hasn't really mentioned, or no one's really mentioned. They probably went over this in VOD reviews later. Is that like when you're making a push right here, you don't have an out, right? That means he doesn't have a plan of escape. So if he goes here, the best he can do is stall, right? So if he makes this push out here on the side, he has no cover that he can use, right? And he's the Gibby, and most people will say, well, he has a Gibby, he has cover with a Gibby. No, the best he can do with that cover with the bubble is stall, right? So like the best he can do is throw that bubble, which he did right here, right? And then the only thing he can really do here is stall, but he's isolating himself for that fight, right? If he had just said push, 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 and then Zero had delayed his fight, like has delayed his own push by 1 second, this would have been like a completely different fight. Second of all, Waltzy, yeah, you can go through the door here, but you could definitely have gone like on the other side. One thing like, actually, I'm gonna keep that to myself. I feel like Falcons has won enough trophies, so I'm not gonna give them that much help. But this is just for like people who aren't Falcons. Um, this is a great example of like the difference between commanding and informing, and just like a small little difference can make a huge amount of difference. Like a small little change can make a huge amount of difference in a fight, right? So let's go back here a little bit. I know I'm kind of like beating a dead horse at this point, but you guys kind of get it. Like, if Zero had just delayed his push up here, right? Like delayed his push by going right a little bit, just by 1 second, and then he said push, 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 and they controlled the timing and they pushed together as a team. This would have been a completely different fight. Completely different. Okay, that's really all I wanted to go over. I'm not gonna make a whole video of it. Just stop the recording, put it on Twitter or something, whatever. Hope that helps. If you have any questions, DM me. Bye bye.